Hello and welcome to your in-depth weekly horoscope for week commencing the 14th of February for the Sun or the Ascendant. I'm going to give you some broad overviews of what to expect, but please stay with me. I will then dive deep to give you in much greater detail each of the 12 zodiac signs. Now this week begins with Valentine's Day, and it's an opportunity for people to celebrate their relationships. But I think it's important not to just focus on those romantic ties. Important to think about the people we get on well with, the friends that are very uplifting, the colleagues who are cooperative. But if you are fortunate enough to be in a tie which is going well, the fact that Venus, the coquettish, seductive, sensual, ruler of Taurus, and the more gracious relator of Libra is in a conjunction with the passionate raw energies of Mars, and that comes into an exact conjunction on Wednesday this week. It does suggest that things are set fair, that there can be an exchange of affections, and it really can be predicated on the back of that combination. But if you are not in a relationship and it can feel that all that's going on out there, what about how it feels for those who are not hooked up? Well, set your intentions about what you want, and also think about what other people may expect from you. And our listening skills are very much sharpened up, because on Tuesday Mercury returns to the sign of Aquarius, which it left on the 26th of January. So this is a chance to be a little bit more dispassionate about other people's viewpoints, and listening is one of the greatest gifts of any relationship. But also we do have on Wednesday the full moon in the glamorous and very affectionate sign of Leo. And Leo energy is very much about living out our dreams when it comes to getting our personal desires met, and it is about being much more demonstrative. Now, on the other side of the heavens, the sun in the more detached and cooler sign of Aquarius is much more about the group. So if it has proved a bit tricky recently to manage your time, you may have found that your friendships have been taking precedence over an important close relationship, then Valentine's Day gives you the opportunity, along with the new moon, to refocus your time in a more appropriate way. But it could also be a trigger for someone in your circle stepping forwards and showing some kind of interest romantically. But watch out for those non-verbal signals, because someone's body language could give away exactly how they feel. Now also this week, Jupiter, the planet of growth and of joy and of expansion and traditionally of good luck, continues its sparkling alliance with Uranus, the planet of freedom and surprises. So because Jupiter's in the immutable watery sign that it governs of Pisces, it may be that something through our instincts can manifest in a more practical way through Uranus. So that could point towards a slice of fortune financially for some people. Then on Friday, the Sun makes its way into the 12th and last of its ingresses into the sign of Pisces. So this is making its way towards the 20th of March, when we have the spring equinox and the start of the astrological calendar. So the 12th house energy, or Pisces energy, can be a time of reflection. But if you're fortunate enough to have a dazzling connection to someone this week, or you set your intentions for someone you'd like to bring into your world, or you're thinking carefully about how you may attune your approach to relating in general in any type of a relationship, I think what the Pisces energy does is kind of saying that if we can let our senses guide us a little more, if we can let our intuition guide us, that can be a very, very valuable asset, especially if there is someone that are a little bit unsure whether to make that bold step forwards, to letting them know that we are really drawn to them. And if you are hooked up in a relationship and you have a lovely moment this week, I just think as you make your way into this Pisces energy, especially because Jupiter and Neptune are there as well, a great opportunity for us all to think more about peacefulness, healing, therapies, natural medicines. All these things can come very much to the fore over the next month. Now, if you're new to my channel, I'd be honoured if you would subscribe. Please click or tap on the bell notification symbol. And also, if you'd like to get your free written daily horoscope fired to your device each morning, please see below where you can click and subscribe. It'd be great to have you with me. I've been writing these for over 25 years. If you'd like to ascend above Zodiac sign astrology, do you know the best place to start is actually with a character analysis, because it will give you so much information that really is based on you, the individual, for when you were born. That exact moment is so critical. No two reports are the same. And if you go for my package, you can get a 12-month forecast as well. Again, totally unique to you, but get 30% off. Please see the link below for more. But please stay with me for those extra details for each of the 12 signs. Hello Gemini, and welcome to your week commencing the 14th of February weekly forecast. Now, Valentine's Day on that first day, and the fact that Venus and Mars are in the most steamy, sensual part of your situation suggests that if you're fortunate enough to get into a hot clinch on the given day, then the chances are it can be really unifying if there is no politics. If you are single, the fact that Mercury, your ruler, moves back into the sign of Aquarius on Tuesday, I think is really going to be nice, because that is a sign that Mercury is exalted in. It likes being there, especially the last 10 degrees of Aquarius. But for you, it's also about breaking out. It's about being more adventurous. Of course, the Sun's in this location, along with the more, grouchy energies of Saturn. But Saturn, remember, rewards us. So if there's new knowledge that you're gaining, information you're downloading, or perhaps ideas you're sharing, the full moon that occurs on Wednesday could be a time when something really starts to come into being. Something that maybe you imagined many moons ago, perhaps as recently as the start of this month on the back of the Aquarius new moon. But also the third ninth house energy, the third house of the full moon in Leo, the ninth house energy of the Sun, Mercury and Saturn, could be a sort of conflict between your desire to change your world in some way, and that could impact on your everyday world. And there may be someone, it could be a sibling, it could be a neighbour, a friend, someone in your daily routine that is not quite so keen that maybe you're wanting to change things up a little bit. But if one of your needs at the moment is to do better financially, I feel using your appreciation of knowledge, your ability to disseminate knowledge so skillfully, articulately and precisely could actually bring you a financial dividend, particularly with Venus and Mars coming into exact conjunction on Wednesday. So, if your motivations are much more of a fiscal romance than more of a sweetheart romance, then some good news is possible on that front. Also, Jupiter's high in the sky. And the 10th house is very much about how we connect with the world at large. Jupiter governs things like travel, higher education. It can be to do with philosophy. It can also be to do with spirituality and publishing even. And that's linking brilliantly to Uranus. But Uranus continues in your 12th house. And I think it's kind of saying, if you get hunches about the direction of travel around your professional situation, then do listen to them, because the Sun climbs to join with Jupiter and Neptune on Friday, and the following month gives you a window of opportunity to be much more single-minded around your key goals and ambitions. Now, I would say that everybody's got different ambitions. Not everybody necessarily wants to end up being a chief executive of a major blue chip company. For some of us, it's maybe spending time with our grandchildren or our hobbies, or indulging our passions, or perhaps just working away on our own small business that we gain great gratification from. But whatever is meaningful to you in the way you connect to the wider world, it's definitely going to see you with an opportunity to raise your profile, attract acclaim, and get much more spotlighted for your talents from Friday onwards.